All right. Hi, first grade friends. It's Mrs. Davis here, and I wanted to talk to you all today about writing. So, I have taken my writing that I have been working on, just like you all. I planned out the beginning, middle, and end of a topic, and I really wanted to zoom in and focus on a small moment. So, I have chosen to write about this weekend my family went to a pumpkin patch. So I'd like to share my beginning, middle, and end with you all. So for my planning page, I said beginning. On Saturday, I went to the pumpkin patch with my family. So here's Mrs. Davis and my husband, Mr. Davis, and then our little boy, Reese. And you can see some pumpkins, just a quick sketch. For the middle, this is where there was some action happening. I said middle. My son Reese picked up a small round pumpkin and threw it. Can you see my expression here? I was thinking, oh no. I might even add that. Here's Reese throwing his pumpkin. And for the end of my story, I said, luckily, it bounced like a big orange ball. We decided it was the perfect pumpkin for us. And here we are with Reese and his pumpkin. So that was my planning that I worked on. Just like you all, I planned out my story, beginning, middle, and end. Now, for today, we want you to work on writing an introduction or a hook, a way to get your reader interested in your story. So Miss Davis has to share her screen with you all here. I have some fun little posters that I have always used with my students. They say, hook your readers, and then it gives you some examples of some ways that you can hook your reader. It says, writing hooks. Good writers have interesting introductions as their very first sentence when writing. This grabs the reader's attention. Hook your reader and catch their attention by writing a hook. And then, of course, since we're talking about a hook, that makes everybody think of some fish and sea creatures. So they give some examples of different kinds of hooks that you could use in your writing. The first one I want to talk about today is a question hook. It says a question hook starts by asking the reader an interesting question. For example, have you ever visited the most magical place on earth? I wonder what that person is going to be writing about. Oh, they did it. They hooked me in. I want to know more about their writing. Another kind of hook you could use, instead of a question, you might want to try out dialogue. A dialogue hook begins with people talking. For example, whatever you do, don't turn around, my brother warned. Oh man, I wonder what he's warning them about. Man, I am interested in what they are talking about. That's another example of a hook. We could also use a snapshot hook. A snapshot hook paints a descriptive picture in the reader's mind. For example, I felt the crisp, cool water as I jumped into the blue ocean. Wow, that writer really painted a picture for us. They gave us so much good detail, I can picture what's happening. That's called a snapshot hook. And the last one I wanted to introduce to you all is a fun one to say. It's onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia hook uses sound words to make their writing more entertaining. For example, crack. The ball went soaring through the sky as I hit my first home run. All right, writers, today you all get to choose a hook that you would like to use to introduce your writing. So Miss Davis has been thinking, which of those hooks would I like to use to introduce my story of going to the pumpkin patch? And I think I'm going to use one of those questions, like the example showed, asking a question of my reader to start my story. So, What's a question I could ask? Maybe I could ask, have you picked out a pumpkin yet this year? Hooking my reader into my writing. All right, I'll share my awesome hook that I choose with you all tomorrow. See you then. Bye, friends.